Welcome to a transformative journey toward better health. Today, we're taking an in-depth look at one of the most critical choices you can make for your long-term well-being: avoiding processed foods. In a world where quick fixes and convenience rule our kitchens and diets, it's important to step back and examine exactly what we're consuming. Processed foods might look harmless, and they're even appealing on busy days, but beneath the glossy packaging lies a hidden cost. Whether you're dealing with low energy, digestive issues, or the onset of chronic conditions, understanding how processed foods affect your body is the first step to embracing a more nourishing lifestyle. Throughout this guide, we'll explore what processed foods truly are, delve into the reasons they contribute to health issues, and outline the benefits of returning to whole, natural foods. We'll discuss why your body craves nutrient-dense options, look at scientific explanations for common symptoms, and provide practical tips to help you make the transition from convenience to conscious eating. By the end of this session, you will not only understand the pitfalls of processed foods, but will also be armed with practical strategies to improve your diet and, ultimately, your quality of life. Let's get started on this transformative journey toward vitality, energetic days, and a stronger, healthier future. Understanding processed foods. Processed foods cover a vast range, anything from a freshly washed bag of pre-cut vegetables to heavily modified meals that are ready in minutes. In simple terms, processed foods are those that have been altered from their original state by various methods such as canning, freezing, or adding ingredients to extend shelf life or to enhance taste. Not all processing is inherently negative. For example, pasteurizing milk or freezing fruits soon after harvest can actually help preserve essential nutrients. However, the problem arises when processing strips away the natural goodness of food and adds artificial components. Many of the processed items you encounter on a daily basis are designed for convenience and flavor. Think about the everyday snacks available at the grocery store: chips, crackers, cookies, and sugary cereals. Beyond these, entire meals such as frozen dinners, packaged soups, and processed meats are altered with preservatives, salt, sugars, and chemicals. These modifications make the food easier to store and prepare, but they also change its nutritional balance. Instead of offering you a full spectrum of vitamins, minerals, and fiber, heavily processed items often deliver empty calories. They pack in energy but leave you craving more, setting up a vicious cycle of hunger and overconsumption. It's helpful to draw a line between minimally processed foods and those that have been ultra-processed. Minimally processed items, such as washed greens, nuts, or even roasted coffee beans, retain much of their natural quality. On the contrary, ultra-processed foods undergo significant transformation and contain ingredients you might not even recognize. When you analyze a can of soup or a frozen pizza, you're likely to find additives that affect taste, texture, and shelf life in ways nature never intended. A deeper understanding of what processing means will empower you to spot these pitfalls in the aisles of your local market. The hidden dangers of processed foods. The worry with many processed foods isn't just about missing nutrients. It's about the harmful ingredients that are added as well. Research over the past few decades has shown that the typical processed diet can lead to serious health issues. Let's break down the main concerns. 1. Excessive added sugars and sweeteners. Many processed items contain hidden sugars, even those that don't taste overtly sweet. 1. Products like sauces, dressings, and canned foods often include high fructose corn syrup or other artificial sweeteners. 1. Consuming too much added sugar leads to weight gain, insulin resistance, and can ultimately precipitate metabolic disorders such as type 2 diabetes. 1. The rapid spikes and equally rapid crashes in blood sugar levels can also affect your mood and energy, leaving you in a perpetual state of fatigue. 2. High sodium content. Salt is another ingredient that makes its way into processed foods in abundant amounts. 2. Salt acts as a preservative and enhances flavor, but a diet high in sodium stresses your cardiovascular system. 2. Excess sodium can elevate blood pressure, forcing your heart to work harder and increasing the risk of heart disease, kidney problems, and even stroke. 2. It's not just the salt shaker at the table, it's the hidden sodium in canned soups, snack foods, and ready-made meals that adds up over time. 3. Unhealthy fats and trans fats. Many snack foods and baked goods incorporate hydrogenated oils to extend shelf life. 3. These trans fats increase low-density lipoprotein, LDL cholesterol. the so-called bad cholesterol, while reducing high-density lipoprotein, HDL cholesterol, which is protective of the heart. 3. Even small amounts of trans fats can exacerbate inflammation in the body, setting the stage for cardiovascular diseases. 4. Chemical additives and preservatives. A long list of preservatives, artificial colors, and flavor enhancers lurks in the ingredient lists of many processed foods. 4. While some additives are approved for consumption, concerns remain about their potential long-term impacts on health. 4. Studies have suggested links between certain artificial additives and allergies, hyperactivity in children, and even disruptions to the gut microbiota. 4. When you ingest these additives consistently, you may begin to see their effects over the years, effects that are hard to reverse. 5. Lack of essential nutrients. Perhaps one of the most significant issues with a diet high in processed foods is that they simply don't give your body what it craves. 5. Instead of filling you with wholesome nutrients, they tend to be energy-dense yet nutrient-poor. 5. Fiber, vitamins, and minerals often take a back seat in these foods. 5. The result? 5. You might be taking in more calories than you need, but still be deficient in the nutrients that contribute to overall health. 5. This disparity can lead to nutrient imbalances and may contribute to the development of chronic diseases over time. When you look at the cumulative impact of processed foods on your system, it becomes clear that their convenience comes at a steep health cost. The subtle but steady introduction of unwanted ingredients can affect every organ system. In today's fast-paced world, the short-term benefits of convenience often obscure the long-term damage. It's a classic trade-off: momentary ease versus lasting exhaustion and disease. Benefits of avoiding processed foods. Now that we've looked at the downsides, let's focus on the incredibly positive benefits of transitioning away from processed foods. Every healthy choice you make contributes to a better life, and the changes you implement now can lead to dramatic improvements in both physical and mental well-being. 1. Enhanced energy levels and mental clarity. When you remove processed foods from your diet, you gradually notice steadier energy levels throughout the day. 1. Without the sugar crashes that come after consuming heavily refined carbohydrates, you may discover an increase in sustained energy and better concentration. 1. Foods rich in fiber and natural healthy fats keep your blood sugar balanced, thereby providing consistent mental clarity and focus. 2. Improved digestion. Whole foods such as fresh fruits, vegetables, and whole grains are intrinsically high in dietary fiber. 2. Fiber is essential for maintaining a healthy digestive system. It aids in regulating bowel movements and promotes a diverse, healthy gut microbiome. 2. A balanced gut is linked not only to digestive health, but also to enhanced immunity and mood regulation. 2. By cutting out processed foods, you're giving your digestive system a break from artificial additives and excess salt, ultimately leading to improved gastrointestinal function. 3. Weight management made easier. One of the most common challenges in modern diets is managing weight. 3. Because processed foods are calorie-dense and nutrient-light, they often trigger overeating. 3. By focusing on whole, unprocessed foods, you're providing your body with the nutrients it needs to feel full and satisfied. 3. This shift naturally reduces overall calorie consumption while enhancing satiety, making it easier to maintain a healthy weight. 3. Weight stabilization is not merely about aesthetics. It's closely linked to reducing the risk of chronic diseases, such as heart disease and diabetes. 4. Long-term disease prevention. Adopting a diet that emphasizes whole, natural foods can lower your risk for many lifestyle-related diseases. 4. The antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals found in fruits and vegetables help neutralize harmful free radicals, reducing oxidative stress and inflammation. 4. Over time, this can translate into a reduced risk of cardiovascular diseases, certain cancers, and type 2 diabetes. 4. Moreover, lowering sodium, sugars, and unhealthy fats in your diet relieves stress on essential organs, such as the heart, kidneys, and liver, promoting their longevity. 5. Better skin, hair, and overall appearance. Your diet directly affects your skin and hair. 5. Processed foods, which are high in sugars and refined carbohydrates, can lead to inflammation that manifests on the skin as acne and premature aging. 5. In contrast, diets rich in antioxidants and omega-3 fatty acids, typically found in whole foods like nuts, seeds, and leafy greens, help nourish your skin from within. 5. Improved hydration from water and herbal teas also leads to a healthier complexion and stronger hair. 6. A sense of empowerment and mindful living. Changing your diet is not just a physical transformation, it's a mental and emotional one too. 6. The act of preparing meals from scratch, reading labels, and selecting quality ingredients fosters mindfulness. 6. This newfound awareness can extend into other areas of your life, encouraging more deliberate choices and a stronger sense of well-being. 6. You begin to appreciate the connection between food, mood, and overall life satisfaction. 6. Each healthy bite becomes a vote for a better future, and that empowerment can be a powerful motivator. When you step away from processed foods and toward whole, nourishing options, you're inviting a host of benefits that affect every aspect of your life, from energy levels and mood to long-term health and appearance. The improvements might start small, but they quickly snowball into a sustainable, positive lifestyle change that feels both rewarding and invigorating. Practical tips to transition away from processed foods. Embracing a whole food lifestyle might seem overwhelming at first, but practical tips make the process manageable and even enjoyable. Here are several strategies that empower you to take actionable steps toward healthier eating. 1. Start small and gradual. Begin by identifying 1 or 2 processed items in your current diet and replacing them with whole food alternatives. 1. For example, if you typically have a sugary cereal for breakfast, consider switching to a bowl of oatmeal topped with fresh fruits, nuts, and a drizzle of honey. 1. Small changes accumulate over time into significant lifestyle adjustments. 2. Cook at home regularly. Preparing your own meals is one of the most effective ways to control what goes into your food. 2. Experiment with simple recipes that require minimal preparation time. 2. Whether it's a stir-fry loaded with colorful vegetables, a hearty soup, or a fresh salad packed with lean protein, home cooking allows you to focus on ingredients that nourish your body. 3. Plan and prep in advance. A busy schedule can often tempt you to choose convenience foods. 3. Combat this by dedicating a few hours on a day off to meal planning and preparation. 3. Batch cook meals that store well in the refrigerator or freezer, such as grilled chicken, roasted vegetables, or whole grain salads, so that healthy options are always readily available when time becomes tight. 4. Learn to read labels. An essential skill for making informed decisions is understanding food labels. 4. Take the time to examine ingredient lists. Be on the lookout for long lists of chemicals, artificial preservatives, and ingredients you cannot pronounce. 4. Opt for products with shorter, recognizable ingredient lists and choose brands that emphasize natural, whole ingredients. 5. Replace sugary snacks with nutritious options. If you rely on processed snacks to get you through long days, consider transitioning to healthier alternatives. 5. Instead of reaching for chips or cookies, snack on fruits, vegetables with homemade dips, a handful of nuts, or yogurt rich in probiotics. 5. These options not only satisfy hunger but also provide essential vitamins and minerals. 6. Stay hydrated with better beverages. Sugary drinks and sodas add countless empty calories to your diet. 6. Replace these with water, herbal teas, or naturally flavored water, such as water infused with cucumber, lemon, or mint. 6. Hydration is crucial for energy, digestion, and maintaining clear skin. 6. Sometimes, your body's signal for hunger is actually a sign of dehydration. Keep a water bottle handy throughout the day. 7. Explore new flavors and cooking techniques. Eating well is also about enjoying the process. 7. Experiment with different herbs, spices, and cooking methods that naturally enhance flavors. 7. Whether you try grilling instead of frying, steaming vegetables to retain crunch and nutrients, or using fresh herbs to brighten up dishes, discovering new tastes can transform cooking into an exciting adventure. 8. Build a supportive environment. Changing your eating habits is easier when you have a supportive network. 8. Engage with friends or join community groups focused on healthy living. 8. Share recipes, plan group cooking sessions, or simply talk about your health goals. 8. The collective energy of like-minded individuals can be a strong motivator to stay on track. 9. Find alternatives for your favorite processed foods. Cravings are natural when you cut out items you've grown accustomed to. 9. Replace processed favorites with healthier variants. 9. If you love bread, try baking your own using whole grain flours. 9. If you can't resist a sweet treat, consider dark chocolate or homemade fruit bars that avoid the extra sugars and preservatives. 10. Educate yourself continuously. Empower yourself with knowledge. 10. Read articles, follow reputable health blogs, and even consider taking a nutrition course to better understand how different foods affect your body. 10. The more informed you are, the easier it becomes to make choices that truly benefit your long-term health. Detailed strategies for a sustainable whole food lifestyle. To truly embrace a healthier lifestyle, it helps to build a routine that not only excludes processed foods, but also celebrates the diversity and richness of whole, natural ingredients. Here are several additional strategies you can integrate into your daily life. 1. Establish a daily meal routine. Consistency is key. 1. Try to eat at regular intervals to stabilize your metabolism and reduce the risk of overeating. 1. Create a daily menu that includes balanced portions of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. 1. For instance, start with a nutrient-dense breakfast. Follow with a light, energizing midday meal, and end with a dinner rich in vegetables and lean proteins. 1. Snacks between meals should be wholesome and satisfying, such as a handful of almonds or carrot sticks with hummus. 2. Emphasize seasonal and local produce. Seasonal fruits and vegetables are not only fresher but also tend to be more affordable. 2. Local produce often contains higher nutrient levels because it spends less time in transit. 2. Make a habit of visiting farmers markets or joining a community-supported agriculture (CSA) program to stay connected with what's in season. 2. This choice not only benefits your health but also supports local farmers and reduces your environmental footprint. 3. Document and reflect on your progress. A food journal can be a powerful tool. 3. Write down everything you consume and note how you feel afterward. 3. This exercise can help you identify patterns, celebrate successes, and pinpoint areas where you might need further improvement. 3. Over time, you may notice that your body feels more energetic, your digestion improves, and your overall mood lifts as you make healthier choices. 4. Experiment with meal variations. Variety is the spice of life. 4. To avoid monotony, regularly experiment with new recipes and ingredients. 4. Challenge yourself to try a new vegetable or a different cooking method each week. 4. Explore global cuisines that emphasize whole foods, be it Mediterranean dishes rich in olive oil and fresh herbs, or Asian meals incorporating steamed vegetables and lean proteins. 4. This approach not only keeps your diet exciting, but also opens you up to a world of health benefits from diverse plant sources. 5. Reframe your relationship with food. Take a moment to reflect on how food has served you in the past. 5. Instead of seeing whole foods as diet foods confined to nutrition labels, reframe them as vibrant expressions of culture, community, and personal care. 5. Enjoy each bite, savor the flavors, and recognize that eating well is a celebration of life. 5. This positive relationship with food can lead to habits that naturally exclude highly processed items. 6. Addressing cravings with mindfulness. Rather than simply fighting cravings, acknowledge them as signals. 6. Sometimes the desire for something sweet, salty, or crunchy may indicate that your body is missing a certain nutrient. 6. Experiment with making healthier versions of your favorite treats. 6. Mindfulness. Techniques such as pausing to breathe deeply before reaching for a processed snack can help you decide whether a true hunger signal or a fleeting impulse is at play. 7. Incorporate movement and healthy habits. Remember that eating well is just one part of a healthy lifestyle. 7. Pair your nutritious food choices with regular physical activity. 7. A routine that includes movement, whether it's a brisk walk, yoga, or any favorite exercise, helps balance your metabolism and enhances overall well-being. 7. Every positive habit reinforces another, creating a cycle of well-being that extends far beyond your diet. 8. Celebrate milestones and small wins. Changing lifelong eating habits doesn't happen overnight. 8. Celebrate every small victory, whether it's choosing a salad over a burger, cooking a new dish, or simply reading a food label carefully. 8. Over time, these small wins add up, reinforcing a mindset of health and mindful living, overcoming challenges and building a new routine. Transitioning away from processed foods can sometimes present challenges. It's natural to experience moments of craving, time constraints, or even moments of frustration when old habits kick in. However, with a few proven strategies, you can overcome these hurdles and build a sustainable routine that supports your long-term goals. 1. Time management for healthy living. Most of us lead busy lives, and it can be challenging to consistently prepare meals from scratch. 1 useful strategy is to allocate an hour or two on the weekend for meal prep. 1. Prepare wholesome dishes that reheat well, and portion them out for the week. 1. This way, when your schedule becomes hectic, you always have a healthy option available. 1. Over time, this habit will relieve stress and reduce the reliance on processed convenience foods. 2. Budget-friendly. Healthy eating. Concerns about the cost of eating healthily are common, but with a little planning, you can make nutritious eating affordable. 2. Purchase seasonal items. Shop at local farmers markets, and consider buying in bulk when possible. 2. Compare unit prices and choose store brands that focus on quality over flashy packaging. 2. Ultimately, investing in your health saves money in medical bills and improves your quality of life. 3. Facing cravings. Head-on cravings for processed foods can be strong, especially if you've built a habit over many years. 3. When a craving strikes, take a moment to pause and ask yourself if you're truly hungry or if it's an emotional response. 3. Distract yourself with a walk, a glass of water, or a mindful breathing exercise. 3. Over time, as you build a balanced diet, you may find that these cravings wane naturally. 3. Also, having a repertoire of healthy snack alternatives on hand can save you from reaching for that bag of chips. 4. Learning from setbacks. Change is rarely linear. 4. If you find yourself slipping occasionally, don't be discouraged. 4. Reflect on what triggered the lapse and adjust your plan accordingly. 4. Sometimes keeping processed foods in your home, even in small quantities, can be a trap. 4. Gradually remove them and replace them with healthier versions. 4. Remember, every day is a new opportunity to make a better choice. 5. Creating a community of accountability. There's strength in numbers. 5. Seek out friends, family, or local groups who share similar goals. 5. Join online communities or local clubs centered around healthy eating or cooking. 5. Sharing recipes, challenges, and victories can offer motivation and help you stay on track even when life gets hectic. Building a routine that excludes processed foods is a journey, not a sprint. Embrace the process, acknowledge the struggles, and celebrate every milestone you achieve. Over time, this commitment will become part of your identity and lead to lasting, positive change. Sustainable eating and broader implications for health. One of the most exciting aspects of moving away from processed foods is that the benefits extend far beyond your personal well-being. Embracing whole foods also has positive implications for our community and the environment. 1. Environmental benefits. Processed foods often come with heavy packaging and long supply chains that contribute to pollution and environmental degradation. 1. By choosing fresh, locally sourced foods, you are not only reducing your carbon footprint, but also supporting sustainable agriculture. 1. Local foods tend to be grown with fewer harmful chemicals and rely more on natural farming practices, which boost the overall health of the ecosystem. 2. Impact on local economies. When you opt for locally grown produce, you are investing in your community and helping support local farmers and small businesses. 2. This cycle of support strengthens local economies and fosters community resilience. 2. Each purchase of a locally sourced product is a vote for a sustainable economic model that benefits everyone. 3. A mindful approach to consumption. Adopting a whole food, minimally processed diet invites you to think more deeply about the sources of your food. 3. This mindful approach can lead to more thoughtful consumption habits, reducing food waste and encouraging you to savor every meal. 3. You're not just eating to fill your stomach, you're nourishing your body, mind, and soul through intentional choices. 4. Future health trends and personal responsibility. As medical research continues to underscore the connection between diet and chronic diseases, millions are rethinking their nutrition strategies. 4. The shift toward whole foods is not just a trend, it's a movement. 4. By making these changes, you're taking personal responsibility for your health, inspiring friends and family, and contributing to a broader cultural shift that prioritizes well-being and sustainability. 5. Interconnectedness of diet and well-being. Your dietary choices can set off a positive chain reaction. 5. When you begin to feel better physically, you are more equipped to engage in physical activities, build stronger relationships, and tackle everyday challenges with confidence. 5. A healthier body supports a healthier mind, leading to improved mental health, increased productivity, and a more vibrant social life. Conclusion: a healthier you starts now. Embracing a whole food lifestyle by avoiding processed foods is about more than just changing what you eat. It's about transforming the way you live. The journey may be challenging, but every small change contributes to a greater cause. With enhanced energy, improved digestion, weight management, and reduced risk of chronic diseases, the rewards of your efforts are bountiful. By replacing processed snacks with nutrient-dense alternatives and choosing fresh, locally available ingredients, you reinforce a lifestyle that prioritizes sustainable health and well-being. Remember, this isn't about achieving perfection overnight. It's about sustainable progress, learning from setbacks, and continuously seeking out ways to improve your daily choices. Every meal prepared at home, every label carefully read, and every moment devoted to mindful eating is a testament to your commitment to yourself. Today is the perfect day to take that first step toward a healthier, more balanced life. Imagine a future where you wake up each day with boundless energy, where your meals offer satisfaction and nourishment, and where you inspire others simply by choosing to live better. This is the promise of a diet free of processed foods, a promise that transcends individual health, touching upon community, sustainability, and empowerment. Now is the time to embrace change and take control of your health in a way that's both practical and rewarding. The decisions you make today will echo throughout your life, carving out a path toward wellness, prevention, and a heightened appreciation for life's simple yet profound pleasures. Thank you for joining me on this in-depth exploration of avoiding processed foods for better living. As you set out to transform your diet, remember that every journey begins with a single step. So take that step confidently. Celebrate your progress, learn from every experience, and watch as your commitment to healthy living creates a radiant, sustainable future. Here's to a healthier you. Vibrant, energetic, and empowered by the simple truth that when you choose whole, you choose life itself.